Have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 30th of May 2024. This day is celebrated Goa Statehood Day. On this day, Goa became a state. Goa state celebrated on 30th of May. After years of protests and negotiations, the government of India finally granted statehood to Goa on May 30, 1987. In the year 1967, there was a referendum and the people of Goa chose to remain as a union territory. Internationally, the Christian holiday of Corpus Christi, also known as the Feast of Corpus Christi, is observed yearly on the Thursday after Trinity Sunday. It is celebrated to honor the sacred body of the Jesus, peace be upon him, also known as Corpus Domini. The festival falls on the May 30 this year. Starting the newspaper, analyst with the newspaper, the Hindu states that Israel's military says it has taken control of the strategic corridor along Gaza's border with Egypt. Palestinians walk amid houses destroyed in an Israeli strike in the Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip. The capture of the area known as the Philadelphia Corridor gives Israeli control over a strip of land it says is awash in smuggling tunnels that have funneled weapons and other goods for Hamas. Israel's military said on Wednesday it had seized control of strategic corridor that runs along the length of the Gaza's border with Egypt, an objective Israel had said was necessary in its bid to destroy Hamas as a part of the ongoing war, now in its eighth month. The capture of the area known as the Philadelphia corridor gives Israeli control over the strip of land it says is awash in smuggling tunnels that have funneled weapons and other goods for Hamas. Even under a years-long blockade imposed by Israel and Egypt. The Hindu newspaper also states that Iran says Saudi Arabia has expelled six state media journalists ahead of the Hajj after detaining them. Iranian state TV described the arrests as a beginning or a week ago. Iran said Wednesday that Saudi Arabia expelled six members of crew from the state television broadcast after they had been detained for nearly a week in the kingdom ahead of the Hajj. Saudi Arabia did not immediately acknowledge the incident, which comes a year after Riyadh and the Tehran reached Chinese mediated deterrence. However, there have been tensions for decades between the Sunni and the Shiite powerhouses over the holy sites in the kingdom, particularly around the upcoming Hajj pilgrimage. The Hindu newspaper also states that NIA charges 6 in ULFAI attack on army camp in Assam. Paresh Barho, the fugitive chief of the outlawed United Liberation Front of Assam, independent. Among the six involved in the November 2023 incident at Gakopathar in Tinsukia district is Outfit's chief Paresh Barho. The National Investigation Agency on Wednesday charged the Paresh Barho, the fugitive chief of the Outward United Liberation Front of Assam Independent, and five others for a terror attack on an army camp in eastern Assam 5 months ago. In a statement, the NIA said the Myanmar-based ULFA first planned the execution of the attack, in which two motorcycle-borne youths lobbed two grenades at an army camp in Tinsukia district, Kakaporthar, on November 22, 2023. No one was injured in an assault. The Hindu newspaper also states that Cyclone Remal affected their toll rises to 38 in the northeast. Rescue efforts underway. Viewers of the graves after being swept away in the landslides amid a heavy rain in the aftermath of the Cyclone Remal in Azawad district on May 29, 2024. Many people and livestock have been affected due to the breach in river bank in several areas. All authorities concerned with security and National Disaster Response Force, NDRF personnel and local volunteers are working tirelessly to assist the affected people, Chief Minister Nongthombam Byron Singh said. No loss human lives was reported from Manipur, but the state suffered extensive infrastructure damage. Officials said strategic Ballet Bridge on the National Highway 37 at Tombam village in the Noine district collapsed, disrupted road communication. Tripura has also been experiencing heavy rainfall, with the Yonakoti district recording a downpour of 252.4 mm. This was the first time since 1967 that any part of the state experienced more than 200 mm rainfall. Now going towards the Hindustan News states that granting citizenship under CAA begins in Bengal, Haryana and Uttarakhand. Ministry of Home Affairs began the handling over the first set of the citizenship certificates on May 15 in Delhi. The Union Minister of Home Affairs MHA said that the process of granting citizenship under the New Citizenship Amendment Act or CAA has now commenced in West Bengal, Haryana and Uttarakhand, with the first set of the citizenship certificates handed over to the eligible individuals by the empowered communities in the states on Wednesday. 49% of Indian workers are employed outdoors in the scorching heat. Laborers work in a construction site on a hot summer day in New Delhi, India, May 2nd, 2022. In Times analysis of unit level data from the Periodic Labor Force Survey (PLFS), the official source of employment statistics in India shows 18% of the India's non-farm workforce works outdoors. The overall share of the workers who must work outdoors, and irrespective of how hot it might be, increased to 49.4% once of the share of workers employed in the agriculture is counted. In absolute terms, this translates into the estimated 231.5 million workers. As is to be expected, outdoor workers are the ones with the lowest incomes and the most difficult work conditions, which means many of them lead a hand-to-mouth existence or to not even have the option of taking paid leave even if the heat makes them sick. Here are the 4 characters that explain this in detail. We shall talk ahead. As polls Mamta slams Modi as the Battle of the Diamond Harbour reached its final stage. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee says. Kolkata, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee on Wednesday attacked Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that the latter used money power to become a leader. Hours after Modi warned of a political upheaval in the country in the next 6 months, in which he said political parties will thrive on the dynasty politics or disintegrate. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, S&P raises India outlook to positive from stable retainers of sovereign rating at BBB. The S&P said it may raise the ratings if India's fiscal deficits narrow meaningfully, such that the net change of the general government debt falls below 7% of GDP on the structural basis. An increasing share of the government spending is going out to infrastructure, and this will ease bottlenecks to put the country on high growth trajectory, S&P said. India set for wheat imports after 6 years to shore up reserves. India is poised to begin wheat imports after a 6-year gap to replenish depleted reserves and hold down prices that leaped following 3 years of disappointing crop, sources say, as the approaching end of a general elections removes a key hurdle. India expected to scrap wheat import duty after June. Nissan warns owners of older vehicles not to drive them due to the risk of exploding airbag inflators. Wednesday's urgent request comes after one person in a Nissan was killed by an exploding front passenger inflator, and as many as 58 people were injured since 2015. Nissan is urging the owners of the about 84,000 older vehicles to stop driving them because their Takata airbag inflators have an increased risk of exploding in a crash and hurling dangerous metal fragments. The company says owners should contact their dealer to set up an appointment to have inflators replacement for free. Going to the world news, including the art of drag is a target with the Pride of Mountaineer performers are organizing to fight back. Brazil president withdraws his country's ambassador to Israel after criticizing the war in Gaza. Elon Musk could become a policy advisor if Donald Trump in his election race, says report. Israel says it is not taken control of strategic corridor along the Gaza border with Egypt. Gaza's wounded children denied medical aid with the Rafah crossing closed. Violence clouds the last day of the campaigning in Mexico's election. Going to science and tech, China plans to cut carbon dioxide emission by about 130 million metric tons in the key areas in 2024-25. Men fish in a small lake located in front of the coal-burning power station located on the outskirts of the Beijing, September 23, 2009. Chinese President Hu Jintao on Tuesday promised to put a notable brake on the country's rapidly rising carbon emissions, but Daesh and hopes he would unveil a hard target to kick-start stalled climate talks. China aims to reduce carbon dioxide emission by about 130 million metric tons in key areas in 2024 and 25, according to its 24-25 carbon reduction action plan released by the government on Wednesday. It also aims to reduce energy consumption and carbon dioxide emission per unit of GDP by about 2.5% and 3.9% respectively in 2024. No need for panic or resurgence of mumps, but medical help is vital. A contagious but self-limiting viral infecting mumps is back on the radar of public health officials after cases surfaced in Tamil Nadu in the January and surged in the last 2 or 3 months. While public health officials say there is no need for panic, our doctors underscore the need to seek medical help in case of symptoms. Google search algorithm leak shows the company lied about the search ranking report. A leak at Google has revealed the inner working of the search engine and how it ranks content. The leaked documents contain details about the kind of data Google collects, the users' sites Google ranks high for sensitive topics, and how it handles minor websites. A leak at Google has revealed the inner working of its search engine and how it ranks content. Thousands of pages of internal documents from the Google's Content API warehouse were leaked on the GitHub in March by an automated bot named Yoshi Code Bot. Those documents were then shared by a startup co-founder Rand Fishkin earlier this month. In an interaction with the Verge, Fishkin said sources had shared the 2,500 pages of documents with him, hoping to discover Google's lies about how the search algorithm works. Butterfly, bees, bugs, and more. The summer of insect counting gets underway in Germany. A bumpy flies between the poppy flower near the building of the banking district in Frankfurt, Germany, Friday to May 24, 2024. The Nature and Biodiversity Conservation Union, or NABU, invited people to spend an hour counting the insects they see in the 10-meter radius, 33-foot radius, and report what they see at NABU. The citizen science project named Insect Summer is set from May 31 to June 9 and August 2nd to August 11, 2024. An environmental group has invited people to spend an hour counting the insects they see in the 10-meter, 33-feet radius. In a strip of greenery between Berlin's Natural History Museum and a busy street, bumblebees move swiftly between the flowers while a ladybug makes its way along a leaf full of aphids and bugs crawl about. Gardens, balconies, verges, fields, woods, and patches of wilderness across Germany will be in the scene of this year's Insect Summer. Now, in its 7th year, organized by the country's Nature and Biodiversity Conservation Union, or NABU, the environmental group has invited people to spend an hour counting the insects they see in the 10-meter, 33 feet of radius. Venus has more volcanism than previously known. New analysis finds a computer-generated 3D model of the Venus surface provided by the NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory shows the volcanic Sif of Mons, which is exhibiting signs of the ongoing activity. In this undated handout image, using the data from the NASA's Magellan mission, Italian researchers detected evidence of an eruption while the spacecraft orbited the planet in the early 1990s. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, and the Earth the third. The Venus has a diameter of about 7,500 miles, that is 12,000 kilometers, slightly smaller than the Earth. Venus appears to be more volcanically active than previously known, according to scientists whose new analysis of decades-old radar images has spotted evidence of eruptions at the two additional sites on the surface of the Earth's inhospitable planetary neighbor. Radar images obtained by NASA's Magellan spacecraft from 1990 to 1992 indicated large lava flows at these two locations in the Venusian northern hemisphere at the time of the observations. The researchers said these findings, coupled with the previous studies, indicate that the planet's volcanic activity is comparable to the Earth's. They added. At last, there is a famous quotation said by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Abul Pakir General Abdin Abdul Kalam, birth anniversary 15th of October 1931 up to 27th of July 2015, was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as the 11th president of India from 2002 to 2007. Born and raised in a Muslim family in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, he studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and a science administrator, mainly at the DRDO and the ISRO, and was intimately involved in the India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work on the development of the ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical, and a political role in India's Pokhran second nuclear tests in 1998. The first is the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Kalam was elected as the 11th president of India in 2002 with the support of both the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and the then opposition Indian National Congress. Widely referred to as the Indian People's President, he returned to his civilian life of education, writing, and public service after a single term. He was the recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. While delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, Kalam collapsed and died from an apparent cardiac arrest on 27th of July 2015, aged 83. Thousands, including national-level dignitaries, attend the funeral ceremony held in his hometown of Rameshwaram, where he was buried with the full state honors. Which Kalam says, a famous quotation says that dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. Okay, thank you.